right, Saints fans, welcome back to Talking Saints. It's been about a month since we recorded. The last episode was Derek Carr's retirement. We had that emergency episode. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
But it's been busy for us. But as far as the Saints go, it's been kind of
Yeah, it's been kind of slow. That's we haven't been able to give you guys too much news because it's been kind of quiet.
no. I mean, we don't have any insider people that would give us that kind of information yet. You might have somebody in the inside now. Who knows? But look, today we're gonna go over the roster. I'm sorry, the record. It's been a month.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna go over the our record prediction. We'll do a roster prediction, but we're gonna go over our record prediction for 2025.
It's a little early, but where we're at right now, things could change. We may revisit it, after the preseason, week 1 sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't think. I think we'll probably sign another cornerback.
I hope so, man. It's
There's a couple out there like Jair Alexander. Is it Asante Samuel Jr.?
yeah.
I think Asante
Stephon
Samuel's
Gilmore, I think.
I mean,
still out
there's
there.
plenty of good corner, but I
Yeah.
don't think there's anybody out there right now that we could sign that would probably change my prediction.
Yeah, and that's another thing with the Derek Carr retirement. We do have a little bit of money to play around with for once.
Which I think it would benefit us to move it into the next. If you play our cards right, we could be pretty good. I think next season. But look, it's this season. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna flip us over to our presentation here. I'm gonna move this up so I can hit next. So, as last year, we're gonna go over each of our opponents each week. We're gonna tell you what they added, who they lost, and what the record was the year before. So here we go. I'm gonna get into it here. So obviously we need to start off with our Saints. Our previous record was 5-12.
Yeah.
Not great.
Really bum every year, but that can change. Even if we record wise, hard to predict, but I mean, man, it feels like a fresh new team,
Doesn't it?
For once in the last since Drew Brees is gone, this is the freshest this team has felt. I mean, most optimistic I've been. Maybe not record wise, but future wise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're really seem to be trending in the right direction.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a fresh start. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at our losses, we obviously lost Derek Carr. He retired. He
Yeah.
helped us out in that sense by retiring.
And he was a solid QB. He kept us in most games.
It just wasn't what we needed.
Yep.
It just was
No.
not what we needed. That's too expensive and
To be a game manager.
Exactly. So we got even though we traded him during the season, I went ahead and added Marshawn, added Paulson Adebo.
Those are the two biggest losses to me. I mean, the secondary was the strength of this team for so long, and now I think it's probably our biggest question. I mean, we have some good
talking about that.
safeties, but corners are just who knows, man? Who knows what we're gonna get?
Yeah, I mean it's a toss up. I mean, I think Kool-Aid's gonna be pretty good. I think like I said, I think we're gonna sign Asante Samuel just based off
That'd
of
be
what
awesome, dude.
Nick Underhill has said.
Yeah.
But I think Asante Samuel would definitely bolster that, and you'll see as we get into the rest
Make
of
me
them.
feel a lot more confident.
I mean, we'll go ahead. I guess we had Quincy Riley and Isaac Yiadom, and I like Isaac Yiadom. I think that's a good sign. I think
okay.
I think it's a solid cornerback room. I think it has it has a high ceiling and it has a very low floor.
Low floor. Yeah.
So,
I mean, we've seen flashes from Alante.
mhm.
I mean, Kool-Aid looks solid.
I
He
think-
hasn't looked like an elite game changer or anything like that. Got a little thunder outside.
Yeah, you spoke Alante Taylor's name.
Yeah.
His aura
Yeah.
resonated into the
I'm
room.
excited to see something from Quincy Riley. I hope he
Yeah.
works out for us.
I think we signed a bunch of guys that could work the outside, which is what's going to benefit Alante a lot. Alante was pretty good last year in the slot. He was able to kind of move around, sack the quarterback. And at the beginning of the year, he looked like our best defensive player.
Gave up a lot of yards,
mhm.
but made a lot of impact plays. I'll
Yeah,
give him that.
on the outside, he was just not good, which is weird because when he was a rookie, his outside was good. So he's fully gone into that slot. So as far as cornerbacks go, and this I guess it could be technically our offseason review as well. But as far as cornerbacks go, we'll
Definitely,
see.
I'd say we're worse.
Yes.
But we still have the potential to be
Just fine.
average.
I think Kool-Aid could be really good. I think
Yeah.
we'll see. I I think there really isn't much that we lost, though. I mean, Willie Gay wasn't
Yeah.
great for us. Peyton Turner, I just added him.
I'll miss Will Harris, but we replaced him with somebody better.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Reed is going to be
Yeah,
super good
like-
for us. I mean, Lucas Patrick, we lost
Lucas
him.
Patrick was good for us, but I mean, I think Trevor Penning at guard is probably an upgrade, and then you got Kelvin Banks that came in at tackle. So the offensive
Yeah.
line is 100% definitively better than it was last
Yeah,
year.
and I'll say I think there's a undrafted free agent guard that will also help out. I think he has a high chance of making the team. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but I was high on him, just reading about all the different people we signed, and then in Nick Underhill's early 53-man roster, he had him making the team.
You'll have to add his name right here.
Who? Oh yeah, sure.
right
Yeah, here's the
here.
guy.
Here's the guy.
There he is. Wow. But look, as far as that goes, nothing really was lost. I think we had a lot better of an off season in terms of additions than losses.
Yeah, the Derek Carr loss, could be a lot bigger than it seems. I mean, because there's no guarantee that we have average quarterback
Yeah.
play next year. We could have the worst quarterback room in the NFL.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's still refreshing.
we
'cause
could be good. We could be bad. I mean,
we
it's,
weren't going to do anything with Derek Carr. truthfully.
we've talked about it before. We won't reiterate, or we won't set on it for too long. I mean, if you see up there, we have Shuck up there. If Shuck works out, he works
Yeah.
out, and we're good. And then we
Yeah.
can use the next year's pick on whatever. But if he doesn't play well, and then Rattler doesn't play well, whoever ends up being the
Yeah.
starter, I think it'll probably be Shuck. But
or even then, like with the money that we've been saving lately, it's even possible to be
it could be a
the
free agent
free agent
quarterback.
route. I doubt it. But
I don't even know who would be free agent available.
I don't know if there's any that I'd be interested in, but
Like Kyler Murray, I think would just be I like Kyler Murray. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I think he'd just be
Yeah.
not another Derek Carr, but another that kind of situation, just overpay. I think we got to get a rookie quarterback. If
Yeah.
we got to stick with it, but
and that helps to rebuild financially part as well,
yeah.
big time.
I think one of the biggest additions this offseason was obviously Kellen Moore and the entire coaching staff. Complete reset.
It looks good on paper. Of course, I mean you've never had Kellen Moore as a head coach anywhere, so
No.
I mean you don't know for sure, but
And I think
he's a good play caller, better than Pete Carmichael was, better than Clint Kubiak was. I mean,
let me ask you this. Do you think last year's team on paper, so 2024 season on paper, was a better or worse team? Don't worry about the record, just the players. You think we had better players last year than we did in 2023?
I think last year our offensive line was a lot weaker going into the year, and I think our safety room was too. I think this year, injuries really derailed us last year
Sure.
too. I think with Marshawn Lattimore and Paulson Adebo, I gotta say, and Derek Carr, I gotta say,
Hold on. I'm talking about the two previous seasons, nothing about this season. My point, my
yeah. Well, I'd say last year the roster was better than this year.
well, no. So okay, you're talking about 2023 was worse than 2024's roster. Well, my whole point is
You talking about
2 years ago
two years
to
ago.
last year's team.
Oh.
Well, my point is 2 years ago we went 9-8, right?
Yeah.
And
in a week
and I think last year's team was better than that. What I'm saying is we have the coaching I think has been our biggest issue, and adding those coaches is it could be a game changer. I don't think our record was as bad as our team was in terms of the players. I don't think we're a 5-12 team when coached properly, but that was with Carr and Matt Lattimore and all that. So this year it could be a lot different. But my point is, coaching matters, right? So moving on next, we added Kelvin Banks.
I think that's a great move.
I think it's
I think
probably
and it brings Fuaga back to his natural
Mhm.
position. So I think you'll get more out of Fuaga too. So
yeah. I
it's
think
huge.
he's also going to be a natural. I mean, he could. I set it up Fuaga, but he could be one of the best
Yeah,
O linemen.
and the tackle duo could be one of the better ones.
It
in
could
the
be
NFL.
very good. I mean, it's the O line is finally trending in that direction where I'm
Mhm.
like comfortable with it. The last 2 or 3 years, I've just been like about it, but now
Yeah.
it's like ever
No,
since
it's a strength.
Ramczyk kind of started getting unhealthy,
Yeah.
So, moving quickly through it, I guess we have Danny Stutzman, who should be a stud.
Yeah.
Devin Neal to a crowded running back room.
Yeah, it's kind of heating up. I feel kind of good with all the
Yeah, I
new
like our
guys
running
back there.
backs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, honestly, there was one point when we had, you know, Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams, Alvin Kamara, and Kareem Hunt. I remember we both were talking about it.
Yeah.
And we are like, this could be the best running back room in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then Kendre's not been
And then
healthy.
you watched Tony Jones score
Jamal Williams was
two
terrible.
touchdowns in week 2 that year or something like that.
I actually feel better about it now
Yeah.
because I like Devin Neal, but even then,
Yeah.
Clyde Auxiliary was like
Yeah.
immediately better than Jamal Williams. Does Kendre stay healthy? Who knows? But
I don't know if
Who knows?
Cam Akers makes the team.
yeah, I forgot about Cam Akers. He could be good too. It's all about health, you know. And even
Mhm.
then, you stash him.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, why not?
We brought 50-year-old Brandon Cooks back. You know,
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
was it gonna be good? Is it gonna be? I don't think it hurts.
I think it's lateral move. As far as Marquez Valdez Scantling, I'd say that those two guys have about the same potential. So, I mean, I was feeling the pain when we lost Valdez Scantling. Bringing in Brandon Cooks kind of makes me feel a little bit better.
I think it's
Still
like-
missing a big physical wide receiver.
It's definitely like a homer pick. You know what I mean? It's cool to see Brandon Cooks back in 10. I do like. I don't know if it's going to be Donovan's Peoples Jones. I don't know if we're going to bring in Gabe Davis.
Yeah,
Whoever
it's a
that bigger
physical
wide
guy.
receiver is.
Yeah, Gabe Davis would be cool. I saw, what is it, Moochie Dixon or something like that. Is that his last name?
That sounds right.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Moochie made a contested catch today in practice. He's not a big physical guy, but I don't know if somebody steps up. Maybe that is just Jawan Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean,
knows?
which actually, looking at it, I didn't add it. Jawan Johnson is a tight end. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah,
people know that, but and I think this could be the Nathan Shepard killer, but we got Devon Godshaw
dude.
as well.
I have a buddy who's a Patriots fan, and he's told me that he's the real deal as far as run stopping goes.
So I mean, I think obviously if you look at every position but quarterback and wide receiver, I think we've gotten better or we've equaled out.
Yeah,
And I think there are
Quarterback,
options for wide receiver.
corner, wide receiver.
Sure.
Yeah.
But D line should be better.
Probably tight ends worse, but only because of the question marks we
The
have
injuries.
with injuries. We don't
I mean,
know
we
who's
added
gonna be ready week 1.
we added
Molokai or something like that.
Matavo.
Matavo.
So
Still getting the pronunciations. On
yeah,
some of these
it's
guys.
probably not the right pronunciation. But look, I mean, that's our team. That's
It is
our additions. That's our
recording, right?
losses.
It is recording, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Huh? So here's our week 1 opponent. The Arizona Cardinals are visiting us at home. We get another home game. I think have we been at home like the last 3 or 4 years?
Feels like we've been starting at home.
The last time I can think of, I'm trying to, because before the Titans game, was it the Buccaneers game where Drew Brees,
No.
it was that
So
it was a really good
was
game, but we
last
lost.
year it was Panthers. The year before it was the Titans. And the year before that, I don't know who we played week 1.
I know we've won. I know we've won the past couple of years, but I can't think
Yeah.
of if we played it.
I
at
think
home or
we
not.
have the longest active streak of winning week 1. We were like 5-0 in the last.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Nah, dog, we're cooked.
In this game? Yeah. I mean, they didn't really lose anybody.
They picked up Josh Sweat and Will Johnson.
I was gonna
Walton.
say Will Johnson was like one of your favorite picks.
Yeah,
I think that's a
Josh
steal.
Sweat's huge. He's gonna be pretty
Zay
good.
Jones. They re-signed Trey McBride. That's
I
a
think
tough.
They
That's a
got
tough
better.
team.
I think they got better.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so. When I was putting all this together, I think most of these teams,
I think most
Got
teams
better.
got better. Yeah, I'd say about
most of these teams got better.
28 of the NFL teams probably got better.
So it's going to depend on. I think it's going to depend on this. Is our new 4-3 defense going to be better at stopping a rushing quarterback?
Oh, man, I got no idea. I think that the 3-4 defense to start off with, I don't think it's going to be smooth week 1, which is another reason I think that a mobile quarterback who has a strong arm and a lot of mobility might be a lot to handle for us week 1.
Yeah, not to mention we could potentially be starting off with a rookie quarterback.
in their first start. I mean, I think we're losing. This
Yeah, I
game.
mean, I don't think that's
I
a
mean,
tough. That's,
not many games. I think we're gonna be
I
favored in.
I
We're favored in
th-
one. I
I
think.
think if it could, I think if out of some of the games here, I think this one could be one that we could win though. Like, we're not beating the Bills. Like, we're gonna. You don't have to
No,
fast forward.
we'll just click. Like we don't even have to talk about it.
Yeah, I
Like, you
mean,
know
we
what
are
I mean?
going to. They added Joey Bosa.
I mean, we'll probably be
We'll
like
get to the Bills. We'll get to the Bills.
17
We're
point
gonna.
underdogs in that game. Like,
I think. Yeah, I think we'll lose this game, but I do think this is a winnable game. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's fair to say.
So
I mean, that's how I'm gonna come across like most of these games.
yeah,
We're gonna lose, but
here is
We're gonna
our.
have a chance.
Our streak has been broken. We're starting off 0-1.
yep.
But again, add this to the flip column later on. Well,
Just look downstairs. You're good. So then the second week we go and well, actually they come and play us. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers rolling into town. And they lost a few key pieces. They lost Debo Samuel.
they lost a
Charvarius
lot.
Ward. I mean, Tally Hufanga and Hargrave. I mean, those are huge.
they're like Aaron
Losses.
Banks, Greenlaw. They lost like
And you had
A
they had
lot.
Dre Greenlaw. Yeah, that he's massive. I think they Michael Williams will probably be good for him.
they really add a
Overall,
lot though.
They got a lot worse, but a healthy McCaffrey, you got to think they're winning 8-9 games at least this year.
Yeah, it's crazy how they went from just 2 years ago Super Bowl,
Yeah,
in the Super Bowl,
the team it's just health,
and
and now
I
they
mean,
lost 3 players.
is Brock
4
Purdy enough
players that
to
are important.
is Brock Purdy, enough to put him on the shoulders? Who do they have? And they have
Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, George
Pearsall.
Kittle, Trent Williams.
They still got a good
The
team.
team's still stacked. I mean, it's just they lost a lot of good players, and you don't know if these guys that they drafted are going to be immediate day one starters. But I mean, I think they got our number, dude.
Sure, I think
It's
the
been a
49ers
while
could be.
since.
I think they could be really bad this year.
I mean, Jameis Winston beat the Niners a few years ago, but man, I feel like the last. I mean, you can probably go back and look last 5 matches we've had against.
yeah, they
them. I
definitely
don't
had
feel
the.
like
They've had the
we've done well.
upper hand on us.
Yeah, so I know it's rough. I think we start off 0-2.
Which I still, wouldn't be like, it's time to, fire the head coach and
Yeah,
fire.
no.
No, we don't have that kind of team.
Gilmore gets 2 years. I mean, this is not a team that's ready to compete, so you got to be patient with.
So we're 0-2. Another
And this
very tough
one-
opponent.
This one, it's tough, but dude, I really feel. I mean, who knows with Sam Darnold? I know he had a great year last year, but dude, that offensive line last year was up there with the Texans and the Titans. That offensive line, and they've spent draft picks on tackles the last few years. But Geno Smith was. I mean, I don't know what the stats are, but I'd assume he was one of the most pressured quarterbacks last year. And I think Sam Darnold's a lot worse under pressure than Geno Smith is.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously,
Yeah, but
2
then
years
again,
ago.
are we going to be able to put pressure on him?
I mean,
I don't know.
2 years ago, if you would have said, "Oh, in addition to Sam Darnold," you'd be like what?
But Cooper Cup, I mean,
They lost DK.
Metcalf, Cooper
Yeah.
Cup. I mean, DK's been better the last couple of years. Cooper Cup has had a far better career.
Cup's had the injuries the past couple
Yeah,
years.
I'm not worried about Jalen Milroe starting week 3. He won't be, but DeMarcus Lawrence, that's another good pickup for him. I think, man, I know you don't. This is a game that feels winnable, but I still think we're gonna lose.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna win this game.
Yeah,
Which we're
it feels like it's one of those games where we can probably hold around for 3 quarters and then the bottom just falls out.
yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
I think, I guess, I mean, if Sam Darnold plays the way he did with the Vikings,
I mean, I think you got to have somewhere.
Gray
somewhere
Zabel
in
is
the
going to be
medium.
pretty good.
It's a bad offensive line, but then again, I don't think we're going to put pressure on them anyways.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? We could be a very good team. We could be a very
Yeah.
bad team. There's until we see.
And they
This is such a hard
Hey,
season to predict.
Another one that they lost is Tyler Lockett. That dude, he was a phenomenal route
Yeah,
runner.
yeah. I don't know what
So
it was not on my.
Jackson Smith is their guy. Cooper Cup's good. I mean, that's still a good duo. It is.
Yeah,
They'll
so
be able to figure something out.
I think starting off 0-3, looking like Nussmeier might be our quarterback next year.
But then we go and play the
Oh
Buffalo
wow!
Bills.
W
Next. Next.
Joey Bosa,
Next.
Josh Palmer, Maxwell
Next.
Harrison, Landon Jackson.
Bills by 20.
What did they lose? They lost Amari Cooper. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
They lost
Von
Matt
Miller.
Collins. Oh no. They lost Von Miller.
Matt
Who's
Collins is on a new team every year.
L. I mean,
L.
easy L.
Easy L, we lose.
I mean, we should go ahead and start the season off 0-1 before we even play a game, just because we know
Yeah, no,
we're gonna
we're-
lose to the Bills.
We're 0-4.
I mean, we're
That
rolling
hurts.
through these. We are
That
rolling through
hurts.
these.
I mean,
Easy,
that hurts,
easy.
but
So we're 0-4.
yeah, something's got to change.
W. Wait, no, their D line's very good.
Their defensive line is maybe the best in football. Jackson Dart, not worried about him.
Their defense.
Paulson Adebo is going to get at least one pick six. I'm going to be in the front row because after being 0-4, I'm going to have front row tickets. Paulson Adebo is going to get the pick six and come and jump up into the stands, and I'm going to catch him. It's going to happen. And then Jameis Winston's going to come up off the bench and throw for a touchdown. And then the Saints are going to win 17-14. I'm
Jameis-
calling it 17-14.
Jameis Winston's going to come in and throw a touchdown for the Saints, you mean? Because he's going to be Cam
That'd
Jordan
be
wants us
crazy.
to trade
Cam
for
Jordan wants. I mean, why hold on to Jameis when you have
Yeah,
Russell
they
and
have-
Jackson? You have your guy you want this year and the guy of the future. I mean,
and they don't
go
want to get. I guarantee they're not going to want to get rid of. Wait, is
That team is definitely
Is-
better than it was last year. Though.
is Tommy
I'll give them
DeVito
that.
still on that team?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna. Jameis unfortunately won't make this roster.
The Giants
So do you think we'll be playing Dart?
are way better
week
than they were.
5?
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be
No
Russ.
shot. Russ is probably going to. He might beat us, but I think this is one where, I mean, Cam Jordan and Demario Davis, go and have a nice inspirational talk with the team, and then Cam Jordan comes out and says, we still got this in us. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year, and then I think the Saints turn this around, and we're 1-4.
It's all going to depend on one aspect, and it's that D line. If we can,
Yeah.
if we can fend off enough to get something going against
Dude,
that D line,
our
we'll be
offensive
good.
line is the strength. 4 first-round picks on the line.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I'm
If we're
giving us a
healthy, Our
W.
O line is like solid.
I'm giving us a W here. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
1
So
and
we're
4. 1-4.
1-4. I think this is another W. I don't think. I mean, they added Diggs, but is he going to play?
Yeah. I think Drake May is. I think he was decent last year. I think he's going to take a step.
I mean, they added. I mean, Will Campbell's going to be very good.
Yeah.
I think Trayvon Henderson's going to be pretty good. They
this
added
is-
Carlton Davis,
They still
Morgan
don't-
Moses, Harold
I
Landry.
still don't know what's going on with Diggs. Even if it's just Diggs, their wide receiver core is not anything
No.
to write home about there. I mean, Mike Vrabel's going to want to run the ball. That's
And
what
I
he
think,
does.
yeah, and we've completely.
See, like,
Oh, I should have added
Patriots-
Vrabel in there. I didn't forgot they had added their
Yeah,
new head
Patriots
coach.
are they're a tricky team because that's a former coach of the year, Mike Vrabel, taking the lowly Tennessee Titans to multiple AFC Championship games. Like,
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I mean, like I said, I think most of these
Or
teams have
maybe
got
just
got
one.
better. I think other than the
Yeah.
49ers, they definitely
this
got
is
worse.
this is a tough one because it feels like the Patriots are exactly 1 year ahead of where we are today.
Sure. Well, I'd say
That's what
two
it
because we
feels-
don't have our.
Yeah,
We don't have a. I don't know if Shuck is it. We haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
but
But I mean,
they kind of took their medicine when Mac Jones left. And
it's,
they're like,
it's
"Okay,
actually
soft
they've
rebuild."
been in the same boat
Yeah.
as us once Tom
Brady
left. Yeah.
Yep,
So I mean, I still think we win. I mean, we'll be at home.
I can see.
I think
it.
we'll be
I
settling
can see
in.
it.
It'll be week
And
6.
this
We'll
is
have,
one- this
we'll
is
have
one
settled
we'll
in.
know like week 1 if the Patriots. We'll know if the Patriots
Yeah,
are the real deal.
this should be a. We'll have a.
Yeah.
We'll have our expert panel again.
Yeah.
We might have some new people. We might kick some people off. Who knows?
Jeez.
So
So you got us at 2-4. That's a 2-game win streak. Can you think we can build off of that? I'm gonna say no. The Bears,
they had such a good draft with
dude, They had a
Colston Loveland and
phenomenal
Luther
draft.
Burden, and then Shamar Turner.
And
All
they're
three of those guys are going to be pretty
Jonah
good.
Jackson and Joe Tooney at guard. That's going to be a phenomenal team. I mean, they're in a tough division. I don't know if they make the playoffs, but they also have the addition of Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen.
Yeah, no, they're going to be good. I think
That's
they're
a great coaching staff, a great young team, and I mean, I think they just beat us, dude.
Let me ask
We're
you
going
this.
to Chicago. That fan base is going to be hype.
Do you think, and they could, well, never mind. I was going to say, besides the Lions, I think they could end up being the second best team in their division.
Yeah, I mean, I
it-
could see
they
it.
could. Caleb Williams should be taking that
Packers and
step up.
Vikings will probably still be good.
It should be a
but-
fun. That's gonna be a hard. That's a tough division.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you're right. You know, going into Chicago, not like it's necessarily the toughest place to
at least
play,
it's
but
not a bad weather game. Could
no, I don't
be
think we have any of those this year.
early November, late October.
I mean,
something like that.
maybe the Titans.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So I got us at 2-5.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Hassan Reddick.
I think this
Chris
team
Godwin
sweeps
got
us. I know
re-signed.
we may not agree
Mika.
with that.
No, I think that's fair. We're a bad team.
Yeah, and this team, I mean, they've seemed to have finally gotten their flowers, dude. I mean, they've been good the last couple of years with Baker Mayfield, and people have kind of overlooked them, and they've gone and won playoff games. You know,
Yeah. I think
this is a solid team.
I think if we were gonna win any of the games, it wouldn't be this one. It would be the one there. For some
Yeah.
reason, we play better in Tampa.
Tampa. Yeah,
we've
they
been
always-
playing terrible. Like, go ahead and give me the L for this one, no matter what.
Since October, that one Halloween game, I feel like they beat us in the
Yeah,
dome
it's
every
in the dome
time.
every time. They've definitely been taking advantage of the
It's tough.
Drew Brees being
It's
gone.
tough. I think we're fall to 2-6 here.
2-6, yeah,
I think we can both agree on that.
yeah.
And another tough game. Yeah, 2-7.
Yeah, they
Devontae
lost.
Adams replacing Cooper Kupp. I mean, that's pretty solid.
And they kept Stafford around.
Yeah,
I mean, they were a good team last year, and
they were.
I think they only
almost
got.
beat the Eagles
I know
in
they
the
were
playoffs. They were so close.
Poona Ford, Devontae Adams. I think
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp is better than Devontae Adams.
I disagree.
Really?
Cooper Kupp hasn't had a 1,000-yard season in like 3 years.
Yeah, I mean
It's
it's
been
been
so
health. I guess
long.
about sure. I
Cooper
get.
Kupp is so good, but it's
I don't
been
agree. Okay,
so
sure.
long.
Yeah, you convinced me. I don't.
It's like-
I didn't-
Man, it's been a few years since he's just been as dominant as he used to be.
yeah, I don't think it's that much of a. I mean, Devontae Adams is still gonna be wide receiver 2 to
Yeah.
Puka.
Which is his first time Devontae Adams has been wide receiver too.
So maybe it's been. I mean, I think it's a loss. What are we 2 and
Puka
7?
Nakua has been their guy the last 2 years. Cooper Kupp's been wide receiver 2. Now Devontae Adams gets to feast as a wide receiver 2
2 and
with
7.
the best quarterback he's had since Aaron Rodgers. Like Green Bay Aaron Rodgers.
Sure.
I got it. 2-7. Yeah, sorry.
Now
I'll let you pick which one, but dude, there's
gonna
no way.
split.
Yeah.
we're gonna split.
splitting for sure.
I think we'll beat him in the dome. I think we'll lose.
Okay, that's
And they
tough
added
to start
Tet.
off
I love
2-8.
Tet. Sucks that
Yeah.
he's on the Panthers. I'm glad he's not a Falcon.
dude. And what's their running backs? Chuba Hubbard, kind of out of nowhere last year. I think this is like his third year with the Panthers.
Yeah, they
but
added Rico Dowell
his
as well.
first 2 years,
And
Chuba
Trevor
Hubbard was
Etienne.
kind of like a nobody. But dude, last year he picked up his game. That wide receiver core is finally getting better. I mean,
I
I
don't-
think this team is. I think this
They looked
team
very good at the
wins-
end of the season.
Wins more. I think this team wins more games than they did last year. I'm not putting them in the playoffs or a wild card or division win, but I think they go out there and build off of those 5 wins.
2 and 8. I think we're gonna lose
Yep,
this game though.
2-8. Yep.
Yay! We L.
Finally.
we lose.
Finally.
We're gonna lose this game.
Yeah. I'm glad we're kind of on the same page about these.
We're gonna go on a win streak.
Never mind. Never mind. But then we come out of the bye week and we get to play, the Falcons.
I think
I think we split. I think we split.
we win this game. Look, I made sure to add a little tidbit under their record.
I like that.
Michael Penix
Um,
says the future. He's gonna be the greatest quarterback ever.
Yeah, you
Rose
hear-
played 3
A
games.
lot of crazy.
Gosh, Falcons
I
fans are
should
so.
have inserted my meme into this.
Falcons
But
fans are more delusional than us.
yeah, I mean, look, I think Michael Penix is going to be solid.
I think he'll be
Um,
fine. I don't know
If
he'll
you
be
look
all.
at those 2 games he lost, I think both of them were in overtime. One was to the Commanders in overtime, and the other one was to the Panthers in overtime. He could have easily gone 3-0 as a starter.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's, top 10, but he's going to be somebody who's got some potential. Like, he really does.
They definitely addressed the defense, which has been their biggest
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah. Yeah, huge. Jalen Walker and James Pierce, look, it looked goofy what they did, trading up and whatnot. Whatever. Those are 2 solid players. I think they'll both be good for the Falcons.
Yeah, I think both of these teams are going to will have losing records going into Week 12. I think both of our, the Saints and the Falcons are going to be at the bottom of the pile, just duking it out. I think the Panthers will be better than both of these teams.
I think the Falcons will be right around 5 or 6 wins right here. And I know.
I don't know their roster or their record, but
6 wins puts them as a positive.
Yeah, those idiots.
But they'll still choke. I mean, they haven't had a winning season since. They won the Super Bowl and then went 10. I mean, they lost the Super Bowl.
Well, tell me. There's a tidbit at the end.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Yeah.
You can bring your point up at it's the last game of the season.
Okay, so it's 3-8 right now. All right.
Yeah, I think we'll win at home. Sure.
Yeah.
After bye week, sure. 3-8. Yeah.
Dude, this one is.
I mean, they got
one that
Tyreek
feels
Hill.
winnable though. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, their O line is so bad, Trip. It is so bad.
Over under on
Teron Armstead's
Tua's
gone.
playing.
Teron Armstead's gone. Jalen Ramsey he's just about gone. This is not a good football team.
We'll be playing Zach Wilson by that time anyways.
Oh, the Samoan?
What?
You heard he's like Hawaiian now or something?
Zach Wilson is?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
He's something came out where he's like he was talking about his middle name is literally Hawaiian.
Okay.
He was like the
It's
first
so
him and
stupid.
2 are like the first 2 are Polynesian. They're the first 2
Zach Wilson is
Polynesian-
one of the whitest quarterbacks
Dude,
that
apparently
I've ever.
his granddaddy's like Polynesian or something like that.
Polynesian. Okay.
Yeah. So apparently he's like the first Polynesian quarterback. Bro.
No, I don't.
Dude, you gotta Google it.
I-
I'm telling you, it's weird.
Yeah,
He's white.
You
He's
can-
white.
you could put a picture of Zach Wilson up here.
I'm telling you, bro.
I think we'll win this
I
game.
saw it on
They
Twitter.
suck.
It's gotta be true.
They're I guess they have a lot of speed on their team.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a winnable game though.
Yeah. I like Devon Chain too. They got good offensive pieces. The Jonnu Smith's a very good tight end. Very good offense. Not a great defense. Horrible O line. It's close. I don't know. I'll let you. I mean, I think it just depends. If 2 is there,
I need to have
We'll
6
lose.
wins. I think my total is 6 wins. So we need to add. We don't have a lot of other games which I say we're gonna win. So
Jets
yeah. Well, what are we at right now? 3.
3.
Jets. No.
We'll say we'll lose this one.
What? Okay. Yeah, that's fair. They're so freaking fast.
Yeah, they are. Those offensive pieces.
I just need 6 wins. I don't care how we
Yeah.
get there.
Okay, I respect it.
L.
So what are we at now?
3 and
3-10.
3 and 9
3-9. Okay.
because we had a bye week.
Yeah. Yeah. 3-10. We lose. They're sweeping us.
I think we'll give them a run for their money this game. I think I'm gonna add this one to the potential flip. Like if we're better, if
That's
the
all you.
if the quarterback play is better, I'll give it a flip. Huh? So what was that?
That was
3 and 10.
11. That was 3-11. But I think we bounce back. This is the one we win. 'Cause we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
came
yeah, I
down
think
and
so.
lost Earlier.
4 and
4-11. Here we go, baby. We're starting to cook. We're
No,
starting to
no,
go. Some...
no.
Yeah.
You said 4 and 11.
Yeah, you said we lose in the dome.
Well, 4 plus 11 is 15. We have a
4
bye
and 10.
week.
4 and 10.
Okay.
Sorry.
Did we lose the bye week?
It's late. It's 10:30 over here, guys.
Yeah. So Here we
4
go.
and 10.
4-10. There it is,
Dude.
That
You
is
add Justin Fields, who's below average, and then you put him on a team where
that's
the
lowest
head
of average.
coach is a defensive minded head coach. I think that is a horrible recipe.
the Jets,
I mean, like, who? That's what we just had.
the Jets could be. I think the Jets
That's
will be.
literally what we had, a below average quarterback with a defensive minded head coach, and it went terribly.
They're worse than us, right?
They gotta be, dude.
I mean, their quarterback is more like
Well, they do have Alan Lazard.
he's not on the team still, is he?
I mean, I assume so.
So they got they
Dude.
get Mason Taylor.
Dude.
I like Mason Taylor.
Dude,
They got-
this-
my Tigers are right now.
This is the only team we're favored against.
This is the only. We're gonna go.
I think we
Hold
win
on.
this game, dude.
Let me get my point here. We're gonna go 16-1, and this is gonna be the one team we lose.
This is the Demario Davis revenge game, dude.
Yeah,
We
it is.
can't lose this.
Which you've had those plenty of times now. But let me say this: I think
I think he's undefeated against the Jets and Browns as a Saint.
yeah, I think that's fair.
What a
I think that's
legend.
right. What a legend!
What
Yeah.
a legend.
I mean, they added Armand Membo. I think he'll be pretty good. They lost Devonta Adams. They lost, Javon Kinlaw. Did he play for them? They lost DJ Reed. They lost Aaron Rodgers.
Didn't they have somebody who just sat out all year?
Was that Hassan Reddick?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so
funny.
bad. It's so bad.
Alright, so what's that put us at? That's 5 wins, right?
Yeah.
We're 5-10,
5-10.
and then we're gonna be there. So
Yeah, we'll be loud. We'll be
they
proud. We'll
better. This is all rests on the arm of Cam Ward. He's got easily one of the worst offensive lines ever assembled. Ever. It's horrible.
This is such a winnable
I don't
game.
know if Cam Ward is around week 17. I'm not trying to be rude. I hope that you
They
have
added
a
Tyler
decent
Lockett,
NFL career.
your guy.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett.
He's their wide receiver 1.
Yeah. No, Calvin Ridley, bro. Come on.
That's such a. Their wide receivers are worse than ours. We finally have found a team.
What? Dude, Calvin Ridley's not bad. He's not bad. Tyler Lockett's not bad. But that is where decent receivers go to die.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calvin Ridley was, but oh my gosh, Calvin. It's so weird because Calvin Ridley was such a good wide receiver against
Yeah.
us back in the
And
day.
Julio Jones wasn't.
Julio
It didn't make
Jones
any
was a
sense.
Titan. Devontae or DeAndre Hopkins.
Dude, I
I'm
wonder.
surprised Michael Thomas didn't sign.
Do you think Traylon Burks would have had 2,000 yards if he got drafted by another team?
I don't know. It is. It's the graveyard of wide receivers.
Yeah, it's horrible.
They lost Harold Landry, Kenneth Murray, Nick Westbrook.
Dude, that guy would always cook Marshawn Lattimore for some reason. I
Yeah.
have no idea. Dude, Marshawn would lock down the best wide receivers in the NFL, and then he'd play Nick Westbrook, Ayini, and it would be horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't. What are we at?
That's 6
That's
wins.
6 wins,
We
baby.
did it.
L. Oh, look, the 7-year playoff drought.
There it is. There it is.
Tied with the Panthers for second worst behind the Jets.
Dude, we're getting close.
Yeah,
We're getting there.
I think the
Four
one of the
seasons
yeah.
is what we've done so far.
Look. I mean, I think we split with the Falcons. I think we split with the Panthers. I think I'm fine with the Bucks beating us. I don't really care about the Bucks.
Probably gonna happen, and barring some sort of reason that Kyle Trask is playing football.
Yeah, I think 6 wins is reasonable. I
Yeah.
think 6 wins is fine. I'm not going to be upset with a 6-win season
Yeah.
because that means that we're going to be getting a quarterback. In the
I low key have it as our ceiling.
really.
Yeah, that's me being optimistic.
I mean,
But I mean, we won't know until we've seen a week or two of quarterback play.
let's see. I mean, the Titans. We had the. I mean, Yeah, I mean, it could all change for quarterbacks, but I'm just
Yeah.
see what games that could be a flip. And we gave us a win there. When the Panthers and the Falcons are both still, I think they're good. I think they're,
Better than
but,
they were.
but I still think we could flip. We could just flip each of those games. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think if you wanted to, I think we could win one game against the Bucks. If you wanted, just because it's a divisional opponent, that would put us at 7 wins. I mean, this is a winnable game. I don't think we'll win it though. I mean,
It's possible.
It's
just
possible.
like you don't root for Tua to get injured, but if he
I-
gets injured, if Tyreek's not in there, like
Would that maybe
it's
8
terrible.
wins? I mean, that's no. I don't think there's a way
No
we beat
shot.
them. I don't think so.
Yeah.
We had a win there. We had a win there. No, I don't think so.
No.
Maybe if they're bad. I'm
don't
still
think
saying
they're
no.
that bad.
I think we could beat them.
That's possible. That's
what?
where you get 7.
No, we had 7. What was that? So we had 1. I gave us 1.
Oh, okay. I'm
2,
thinking 6 wins.
3.
I would like. I'd be so happy with 6.
Oh my
wins.
gosh, it's tweaking.
Is 6 wins enough
Let's
to
just
get
say
a franchise
4.
quarterback?
Did you say 5
If
here?
that doesn't work out.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think 8 is our ceiling.
That is our
I
ceiling.
think 8's our ceiling. I think that's fair. I mean, some of
Yeah.
these teams could be really bad. Some of these teams could be really good. I mean, I remember back when we played the Texans a couple years ago. We were like, "Oh, finally, we'll have an easy win." And then
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud came alive, and he was
And then Pete Carmichael lost us that game. We needed to drive down the field, and he had 4 straight verticals. You remember that?
yeah. You know what else?
4 straight,
Zach Bond had an interception
and
that
then
game.
fumbled.
Fumbled. And we're like, "This is the worst. I never want to see Zach Bond play on my team again." And now I'm like, "Come back, Zach. I'm
Yes.
sorry."
Yep.
So I mean, we could also lose every one of these games.
Hey man, who knows? I mean, it's so hard to tell. We're definitely gonna revisit this probably
Yeah.
right before the season starts.
Yeah,
honestly.
After watching the preseason will definitely help. I think the next video you'll see from us will probably be a roster prediction slash top 10 players for the season.
Yeah.
And these are all going to be kind of longer episodes. You can pick them apart, watch them. I don't know where we're at right now. I'd say probably like 30-ish minutes.
Probably a little more.
Yeah. 40-ish minutes. But I mean, even then, like, we've had our team going better the past couple years. But I'm more excited about this season
Yeah,
than I
it's
have
just
been.
a new start.
Like,
I mean,
Shuck
truthfully,
could go out there and be terrible, and
yeah,
it'd be
still
funny. I'm cool with it.
It still feels like we're doing something responsible for our future. And
Sure.
that
Oh, yeah.
has not been the
100%.
case the last few years. It's like we're going all out to win 9 games. Now it's like, I mean, you're getting better money wise. Either you're good and you look like you have a better future, or you're bad, and then it's easier to have assets to build your future.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like,
it works out for us, and then,
win or lose, you're winning. It's what it feels like now. It's like,
yeah. The only downside, I mean, obviously, whether we wanted to or not, definitely the downside is these guys like Damari Davis, Cam Jordan. I mean, you can even throw Alvin Kamara in that mix now.
older guys.
These seasons are ticking away. I mean, Tyrann Mathieu.
Do we see Taysom Hill again? I think
I think he'll play this
I
year.
think he'll be back maybe like week 8.
I mean, it's
Physically unable.
They're
to
saying
perform.
he could. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna.
He is
speculate.
He is superhuman.
He's a superhuman. If anybody could
He's a
do it,
unicorn.
if anybody could do it. So look, guys, I think that's where we're at. 6 wins is our prediction. I think that's what we've been kind of agreeing on.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we're a bad team, but fortunately, we're a bad team that's rebuilding.
And a little fun to watch, possibly.
Yeah. I mean, any game in the Dome is going to be entertaining. I mean, it's the Saints. I mean, that's a fun city. New Orleans is a great city. I love New Orleans. We love New Orleans. We love the city. We're
Ready to
excited
get
to be
back
there.
into-
I mean,
Ready to get back into walk-ons before the games too,
dude,
That's always
tear into
fun.
some of those loaded
Good.
fries with
the Death Valley. That's the go-to drink at walk-ons.
Yes, sir. I mean, hey, shout out to my Tigers. They're in the
Go Tigers!
they're at Omaha right now. They had just beat UCLA. Oh, and you know what? I guess we'll see. So who are they going to be playing tomorrow night? Let's see. Trace's Arkansas Razorbacks.
Oh,
So the way it works is they'll have to beat us twice. It's double elimination. We've won all our games. So
undefeated, never lost.
so we just got to win tomorrow's game, and then we head to the last game, and then could be national champions. I think the hardest team left is that. So my Tigers could be national champions in baseball this year.
Yeah.
I think they could also be national champions in football this year. They're going to be a pretty good team.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think I'm hoping Neusmeyer takes a step. He's been looking better and better every year.
Yeah, maybe we should
I
take
think
the
he's
season
got-
off and do Talking Tigers.
He's got one of the higher Heisman odds, doesn't he?
Yes, I think 100%.
I think he was in the top 5.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, he has all the tools
Yeah.
at his arsenal. Look at it. Hey, Talking Tigers. Is it going to happen? We'll see. But look, guys. Sorry it's been a month, but if something pops up that needs to be addressed, we'll do maybe like a little recap. If we sign Asante Samuel Jr., we'll or
Yeah.
some other player, we'll
Maybe
talk
we'll
about
make
it.
a couple shorts.
I was thinking about that. You
Yeah.
know what? And you can sit in on our thought process here because it's already a long video. I think we should be have shorts and we'll call them talking points. You like that?
That's nice, dude.
You like that? And it's the talking points.
Talking points.
But it's cool. It's our
Yeah,
talking
that's
points.
cool. Yeah.
So we'll do like little shorts, and then you saw that discussion between
Wow.
me and my co-host live. So
Mhm. I'm glad I came up with that.
you will never see that. It is now going away into the trash can for us never to talk about. But either way, again, it's not going to be it's not necessarily going to be a bad season in terms of watching, but we are going to be a bad team. Potentially, most likely, 85%, 90%.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to be a season to be remembered as on paper, but I think we'll have some good times along the way.
Do you remember what it took us 20 years to get a winning season?
Yeah.
Well, we got 15 more years, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I'm so scared that we're gonna be the new Miami Dolphins, dude.
Well,
They haven't won a playoff game like this century.
look, let me say this. Time out. We have won this century.
Yeah.
NFL teams cannot afford to be that bad. I know that's like sure,
Yeah.
especially Miami. I don't know how they haven't won a playoff game. They just poor management. I don't know, but the NFL doesn't allow you to be bad. Like it's a win now league. Back in the day,
Cleveland Browns, brother.
yeah, but
Dude,
they tried their hardest. They have tried their hardest to win games. They went and got the quarterback.
Lions,
They went and
like they've been good for like 2 years.
yeah.
Like really, they've been good for like 5 years in their since the Super Bowl era. But that's it. Like,
Yeah,
they've
I
been
mean-
consistently horrible.
Who knows? Maybe
They're great now, but
maybe we'll be 60 years old when we were doing Talking Saints and we're like, I think we're gonna win 13 games this season. We're finally gonna do it.
yeah.
How old are we now?
I don't know.
So we only need. I'm 25. So we got 35 more years of. What is the rebuild years? I mean, I'm having a good time. I don't care. We've talked about before. We don't do this for any type of monetary gain or value. We just do it
Yeah.
because we enjoy talking Sage. We'll feel the rush. But man, we appreciate you for watching. I don't know if any of you've stuck around this long to watch the video. We appreciate it.
Maybe Gary's here.
Yeah. Do you think Jerry?
Jerry, sorry.
Do you think what we said was right? You think we're gonna be better? You think we're gonna be worse? Let us know in the comments. But at the end of the day,
How many wins do you think we're gonna have?
yeah. How many quarterback changes do you think we're gonna have?
I'm gonna be so mad if I don't get to see Hunter Decker start at least one game this year.
Do you?
I'm just kidding.
I everybody had Jake Haener making the team in their roster prediction.
No shot. Dog.
I mean, he's
No
got he
shot.
100%. We're getting
Why are you gonna develop 3 quarterbacks at once? It doesn't make any sense.
well. Wouldn't Hunter Deckers also be a developmental quarterback?
No, he.
Yes, he would.
No, hey,
what are you
hey,
talking about?
listen.
That's the third quarterback.
Listen. He's worth gambling on.
Throwing some dirt in that wound, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're still watching, type in the comments right now. Who that say they can beat them Saints? Who that?
Some of this has to be edited out, right?
No, I'm not editing
You're
anything.
keeping this.
Raw footage, unedited. I mean, I'll add the picture of the guard the undrafted guard, and then I'm gonna add that one picture of Zach Wilson. And that's
I'm gonna
it.
find the thing on.
I've already done all my editing. Oh, I pointed up. You can
Yeah.
all the stuff I did beforehand, all the opponents and this and that. That was my
I
editing.
need to throw my feet up in here, so you have to edit my feet out.
You have anything else for us, Alex?
No. Just remember to like and comment and subscribe and help us grow. Share us to your buddies that are Saints fans, and
Yeah.
that's about it.
As always, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Talking Saints.